Hi, my name is John Teeters. Currently, I'm working in Israel. I work at the American School there, and I teach high school mathematics. I've been there for 2 years, starting my third year in August of this year. In addition to math, I also am the advisor for the high school student leadership team, and have been doing that for a couple of years, and look forward to working with kids on leadership things. So it's been a good place for me. I've been teaching internationally for several years. Israel's our second location. The previous location to that was Tunisia. And prior to being in international schools, I worked in the Oregon area around Portland. And currently I'm in Oregon for our summer break and doing my classes. So the person who has the most influence in my life these days, well, gosh, that's just got to be my wife. Anything she says goes. But when I look at it professionally, if I look at people who have the most influence, probably the person I listen to most often is my department chair. I work in the high school math department, and I have an excellent colleague who supervises me. And he's a wealth of experience, perhaps one of the top 5 teachers I've ever worked with, and he's fabulous. And so that's somebody that I listen to and I seek advice from when I need some. But other than that, in personal life, it always comes down to family and people you're with there. The personality test, my results were the top score, or the top percentile I had, was in the emotional stability at 93, in the 93rd percentile. The second highest was extroversion at 88, the 88th percentile. My third is agreeableness in the 62nd percentile, and then intellect and imagination in the 34th percentile, and conscientiousness in the 31st percentile. Emotional stability, I guess I am not too surprised about that. I am a good self-reflector. I spend quite a bit of time just thinking about my own practices and being thoughtful about the way I approach things. I tend to journal a lot and put down my thoughts. I keep well, not daily, but several times a week journal that I write in and keep track of how things are going. And I've always been a bit of an extrovert. I was a bit surprised scoring so low on conscientiousness. I think of myself as a fairly conscientious person, and so to score pretty low on the percentile rank, it was kind of like, oh, what's the deal with that? But oh well, I didn't know what to do with that. Besides that, the two leadership theories that I most closely aligned to, I'd say, were the democratic style, where I allow people to participate and determine, be part of the process. I really value that when I'm part of a team, and because I feel like I have something to contribute, and I value it when I'm leading a team. And so a democratic process is pretty important to me. The second is authentic leadership. I think I tend to lead a lot by letting people know my processes, what I've been challenged with, why I think the way I do, and that's one of the things that they do in the authentic leadership style. That my personality profile actually goes a little bit more strong with the authentic style in the emotional stability component of it, and the extroversion, the ability to share with others what you're thinking. So I think that probably ties in a little bit more with the authentic style than with the democratic style. And so that's kind of my big connection there. It's fun to talk about leadership things, one of my favorite topics, and so I'm looking forward to the class. Thanks.